Hey, what's up, guys? It's your friend SammyDiamonds, your friendly neighborhood Age of Empires 2 console player here. I just played this game on the console rank ladder against Nefercara, a Spanish player who does pretty well. Plays on PlayStation. I think only against other PlayStation players, in fairness. But because of all the bugs and issues that the console community, especially Xbox Series X players are experiencing, basically only PlayStation players that you can play at the moment on the ladder. So I just played this game against him. It's Gold Rush, and let's get the map full screen. So obviously a map where you start with very little gold and all the rest of the gold is in the middle here. Now, Nefercara and I have played a few games. He's decent. I would say there is a bit of a skill gap. You know, he's around 1600 elo at the moment, but I'm around 1750. But I hasten to add that is entirely because all of the very good, very good Xbox players, or the majority of them, are having so many issues with these bugs that they're not playing. And so the ladder is full of basically PlayStation players. Which, for me, it means that I'm quite nervous because my elo feels very inflated at the moment. But you know, it's still a great community, and the PlayStation guys are a cool bunch as well. So I wanted to bring you this game because obviously the objective of this map is pretty clear. At least you might think so. It's to get to the middle, secure the gold, watch out for these woo-woo-woos, these wolfies, and just keep your opponent off this, because as you can see, I've got 4 tiles of gold here, 3 tiles of gold there. It's not very much, and if you don't have access to it, you're going to be in trouble. Or at least you would think, because the game that I'm about to bring you shows that yes, you need access to gold. Obviously you need access to gold, but just because you've been pushed off of this middle bit doesn't mean that all is lost. Okay, so as we go through these opening exchanges, I'm going to speed up a little bit. We can watch Blue a bit as he lures in one of his boars. I think he's going for a fast castle, 5 on wood currently. 4 on wood. As I'm pushing in some deer. Look at that. They're actually really close to my berries, so I think I take one more and then I'm going to leave the rest for my millagers, which is how I like to say villagers who are on a mill. You see what I did there? A little portmanteau. Whoa! And yeah, there's not a huge amount going on in Dark Age. If I'm being honest, he's got the same situation. Deer near his berries, so that's nice and even. And actually, really similar bases. He's got his main gold, even though it's not much main. Only 4 little tiles on the front, just like me. And his ones are on the back, just like me. I've got my back one here. I get up to feudal faster than him, so I think I can take some HP off his scout, but it's close, and his feudal comes in just in time for him. And he runs back, and then I see this, he stops, and I think, oh, doink, nice. Am I going to get this guy though? Bets. He's trying to make it home. I'm going to take some arrow fire. Oh, do I survive? Just get away with it. And then I thought I'd do a bit of dancing away from the TC fire. So what's he got going on? We're both on 25 vils, both in feudal. I'm making some spears because I see this stable, so I realise he's going scouts, which is exactly what my plan is as well. I'm also making a stable. In fact, he's down a little bit more than me, a bit earlier than me to his stable. It goes up, and I think I'll just plonk this injured scout here. I could go and just set it to auto scout, but to be honest, this map is very basic. You know, you're going to have your wood up the sides, you're going to have your gold in the middle, and in fact, by placing it there, I get tipped off to the fact that he's creating more units, and just as I thought, he is creating a few scouts. Obviously delays with castle age time, but I think with this kind of open Arabia style map, it's important that you do try and do a bit of damage. I feel like he should probably go forward with 3 scouts here. Is that what he's going to do? He's going to wait. No, he's diving in. And he might get this fill snipe, actually. Oh, he is going to hold. He is going to hold and wait. That's good. I have a feeling that he does get this fill snipe. Yeah. Well played to him, and he actually takes the score lead here. As I say, he's a decent player. I maybe got a bit cocky. I was a bit lackadaisical. But very quickly, neither of us have bloodlines, but I obviously have the +1 attack because I'm Magyars. It's a really nice bonus, and I clear up those scouts, and he's making some more, and he's also making spears as well. So we are pretty much going toe for toe in these early opening exchanges. I see this and I just decide, no, I'm going to hightail it out there. Nope. So my market's going up. Probably should have left him on here, but he's gone a lot more into scouts than I have. He's created another 4. He's doing really well. He's 1 villager lower than me, but similar resources in the bank. And he's... Oh, nice. Oh, no. He's coming in here. Let's see what... Maybe he thinks the berries are here, or he knows the gold's here. But I've got a lot of smeared and just nicely positioned. Now these guys are going to come in. I do use the town bell just to get them away, send them back to work. Not very efficient. That's why, as I say, my 1750 elo is massively overinflated. Those pointy boys are just going to push those guys away. And I've got these guys here. I've set this guy to patrol back and forward. As he comes in, he's going to get another Bill snipe. But actually, get a nice bit of damage. Well, this spear is not doing much, is he? I get one. I feel like sometimes a build for a scout, not the worst trade. I mean, it is. It's better for him, but yeah, he's on 38 builds. He's got the build lead, and he's in a very tiny position, if I'm honest. As I pull one of my villagers from wood over to make this. I'll just try and scout this out. I see there's nothing doing, so I just hightail it out of there. He gets the castle age a little bit before me. And yeah, he's got a couple of weak scouts here. And look at these, the woo-woo-woos. How many wolves, how many spearmen do you need to fight the wolves? But now I've got my scouts trying to take down his spears. He does take the woo-woo-woos down. And see, he's come forward with a bunch of bills now to take this position. Very good move, and he's making camels, which will deal with my scouts very nicely. But I am taking into cavalry archers, which obviously is, when you're the Magyars, it's very little you can do except for that. And so in this position, okay, I've got the score lead, sure. I mean, that's interesting that I've got the score lead. I think it's just that I've killed more military than he has. So he's got more bills than me, his economy's doing really well, and this castle's about to drop. So he's in a really tasty position. Dropping a town centre, and is probably thinking, yeah, great, fantastic. And I realise, okay, I need to try and get back to the middle. So I'm trying to create a little bit of an army so I can push this. And I'm figuring my cab archers will take out his spears. But oh no, I run straight into this. I have to retreat. And I lose all 3 of my scouts. They were pretty weak in fairness already. And I see that he's making war elephants. And so I need to start making more pikemen. Research the upgrade. And, you know, I research light cav, but I actually don't have any light cav left. And I'm starting to get my TCs up. He's got 2 TCs, one in the middle and one on his own. He's putting his 3rd one up. And I figure, you know what, I can't do damage against this with my unit. So let's send my troops around. And if he sends his war elephants in, fine, I've got pikemen. And it's very evenly placed here. You know, he's pulled his villagers away. I do get 1 snipe. But I need to get ballistics. It's coming in now, but I've not researched it yet. And now he's sending in his camels. Do not want to be taking that fight. I want to be ideally hitting and running. So I'm also researching husbandry so I can get that speed boost. But that can't come in fast enough. And at the moment, yeah, he's been hit in the face. These camels have been hit in the face by a few arrows. But yeah, he decides he's getting too close to my base. He doesn't know what's going on there, and I'm actually bringing my pikes around, which actually works out well for him because it means they're out of position when his elephants come in. And from his point of view, he's like, great, I'm going to get into this base. I have to repair this, but then some pikes turn up, and he runs pretty quickly. In fairness to him, he has not invested heavily in elephants. I think he is worried about pikemen, understandably. But he's going to be dropping archery ranges, because he knows he needs to kill the spears somehow. And it's a very close game. You know, the score is really close. There's not much in it. And if it goes on for too long, I am going to be screwed because he's got all the gold. So my 3rd TC goes up, and I'm thinking, how am I going to deal with this? I'm putting more villagers to gold. I'm also selling resources. I don't think, has remembered that the market is so powerful, especially in these sort of situations. So again, I'm going to speed up because there's a lot of just like both of us trapping. I again think, oh, maybe I can take these guys and form a little raid. And he sends his crossbowmen in just as I come over here. Although I patrol attacked into this, so I give him a lot of warning that this is happening. He tries to send his crossbowmen in. I sort of trap him with my guys there. I'm getting a lot of build kills. Sorry, it's happening on both fronts currently. This is the way I think, you know, you need to play it. And he hasn't really clocked it, that I'm killing all these builds. You know, my pikemen push these guys away, and now his camels come in. But with these numbers, actually, it's fine for me. I can just hit and run. And I've got ballistics, so... I mean, I clear all those camels up. That's a pretty big golden food investment. And then I head back to the wood line thinking I can push them off. And I do. You know, I don't get many vills, but... You know, I've retaken the villager lead at 76 to 73 now. And I think, okay, well, I'll destroy this gate. And he's really going big on camels, which, yeah, it's reasonable. I'm also making a monk to collect some relics back at base. One way to get some extra gold in. But really what I'm showing you here is, you know, just because your opponent has that all-important centre on a game like Gold Rush doesn't mean you're screwed. You know, you can do damage at home, you can really disrupt their eco. And, you know, this is a bit messy from me, it's hard on the controller. You know, I don't quite get the turn and shoot there, he's getting more hits in, but I'm up to Imp behind all this, and he is not. You know, he's on 69 bills, nice. And yeah, he gets the clear up with a lot of camels, but took him quite a bit of investment. Meanwhile, I'm on 80 bills, and I'm on my way to Imp. And all this time that he's been distracted at home, he hasn't been able to push me, so I'm in a really strong position. I'm getting my first castle up, I'm getting more farms down. This gold will run out, so I am on a bit of a ticking clock. But if I get up to Imp first, I can treb this castle down. And yeah, actually, how long does it take him to get up into him? He sends his elephants in again. There's a lot of pikemen there, and they go down. Yeah, it's not what you want. You kill 2 pikemen, I think maybe 3 for 2 elephants. It's just not worth it. But he isn't going big on elephants, in fairness to him. And he's got all these. I'm also outposting. You can see what I can see here. I get Town Watch. I go Imp. And I'm going to drop a forward castle. And then I see these camels, and I think, let's try and entice you into a game, into a battle. And yeah, he sees those pikes and he has to run. Now he is on his way to Imp now. But I am getting trebs out, and we're going to get into a treb war. It's interesting sort of fighting across this ditch, how it's all gonna land. And now he's got options, you know, does he attack my trebs? What does he do? He tries to go with his trebs to attack my castle plus my trebs. I mean, I should pull my camel archers back here, but I'm thinking I need to protect my trebs at all costs. And his castle does go down. And my pikemen come across, and like he takes out 3 of my trebs, 2 of my trebs. You really ideally want to be making. I go across to try and repair these. He's also repairing his trebs. I've got some. I mean, I'm fighting uphill. It's not great. He is in a really good position. You know, this is an advantage. It's tough to push. It's really difficult. I'm not saying it isn't, and I would say in many ways he's got the advantage. It's just, again, if you know what you're doing, you can outsmart even these difficult positions. You know, I use the advantage of my Magyar Hussars to just get one of those trebs. He does take out mine, but it's essentially a 1-for-1 trade there, as he turns his attention to my castle. And, you know, there's a 20 bill difference. And this is a bit worrying. I lose the castle here. I didn't do a particularly good job of taking out the trebs or the unit. I go into his castle fire. Yeah, that was a bit of a charge of the Light Brigade moment from me. Once again, once into the Valley of Death, rode the 17 cab archers. And this is getting a bit messy, you know. He is in a good position here. I'm floating a bit of res, my army's been depleting a bit. There's no point in me putting these houses up, and they just go down straight away. It's silly of me, but I've got a lot of wood, I can waste it. My Magyar Hussars come in again to take out these trebs. They're going to get at least one. Will they get two? Yes, they do. Exactly what they needed to do. And that just prevents any possible sort of snowball push from him. He's going big on camels. He's got quite a few of his upgrades, which is good. He's got attacking into skirmishes, you know, he's doing the right things. And the score, yeah, it's looking better for me. But he still has this really good position on middle. I still need to push him. And so let's see some other tricks that I push through to get this up, to get this going. If he takes out my now undefended gold line, I choose to just... I've got the option of running or fighting with what I have, and in the chaos I think actually I'll lose a few vills, but if I can take out some of these camels, that's fine. You know, because it's about resource efficiency, this game. It isn't just about resources, because if it was just resources, he'd have won. He's got the best position, he's got the place where all the gold is, but in order to keep this position, he is taking fights in a less cost-effective way than I am. Those camels are gold units. Sure, he's floating loads of gold. Let's see how much gold he's actually floating. 1,100. You know, he's got gold to spend and pretty much limitless reserves of it. But he hasn't got that much food. Maybe he needs to do a bit more balance. He's got good villager numbers, you know, 100 odd. Pretty similar to me. In fact, almost identical, weirdly. But it's just these fights with his now heavy camel against Helms and Cav archers. It's not having a great time of it. And he has another castle, so I'm going to have to take that one out. I am building trebs out of this castle that I've dropped. And I'm building another forward castle for this push. But then, look at this. It's all about the sneak raid. He's distracted, focusing on the middle. It's like, Blue, notice this. I mean, Sam recognised that you've got 3 guys fighting a house, SammyDiamonds. You need to move. Screaming at myself. But I do that. I send them into his base back here. And this is what might actually make him aware, because he might be flicking back and forth to his main base. You know, these guys come in. I remember looking back and forth at this and thinking, I'm getting a good number of kills here. On the front, you know, there is a big battle happening. He's making good ground. And yeah, there he goes. And he's down to 107 bills. And he's going to take those hussars out, but he's had to run the town bell. His eco's not having a good time. And I've also managed to hold here as well. So it's that multitasking, being fully aware of everything that's going on. This time it's his turn to run into the castle fire, and those archers go down. Meanwhile, these camels are going to take out these threads. And yeah, I'm not doing great on gold. I'm having to throw these villagers into this sort of like death pit. Less golden pit, more death pit. As a load of Magyar hussars come in to take out this trebuchet. Now, again, this is getting to the point where I'm having to rely on trash units. I mean, I'm lucky that I've got a very good trash unit in the game, but I can take out that treb absolutely no problem. These units will go down very quickly to the camels. But I can get a quick boink on that villager as I pass through. And if this next treb comes out, I really shouldn't take this fight here. I'm down the hill. Ooh, that's nasty. That is nasty. If this Magyar Hussar comes in, doesn't make it. And I've decided to drop these towers just as a bit of extra defense against crossbows and camels. Just another thing that I can put up around this gold to make it a bit more secure and make it slightly easier for me to take it. More Magyar Hussars come in. Are they going to take this thread down? It's going to be close. No! They save it. You can just see the score, you know, all he's been doing, even though he's been in this position, this really strong position, is be on the defensive. And his castle does go down, more Magyars come in and take out the castle. These cav archers are going to go down, I think, against these camels. And they do have to support the castle fire. It's going to be close. Ooh, it's pretty much, I mean, they do win that, but that camel's going to go down. And they try and take out the trebs, but halbards are going to deal with camels all day, every day. And yeah, he's still doing, he's got 2k gold. So maybe use some of that to buy some food, I think. But as I start putting more towers up here, you know, actually the gold is all on my side. And I've not needed the kill at all. I've just been making mostly trash units, you know, a lot of skirmishers, halbs, and Magyar Hussars, none of which cost gold. A few cavalry archers mixed into good measure, obviously trebs. But it doesn't matter, I've got hardly any gold compared to him. You know, he's putting 2k, I've got about 600. I do have the relics, that's really helpful, they've come in clutch. But now I'm pushing him back and, you know, he's in a very, very sticky situation. Facing a sticky wicket. Yeah, it was like the Hussars who got massacred earlier. Avenged their comrades. And there you go. He taps out because I think, you know, you could say early GG. I mean, the score suggests that I'm pushing back, but he's got very little that in this position that can to counter this. The raid on his back line really, really helped me. You know, the fact that he didn't have that awareness of what was going on. I mean, he's still got gold in the back of his base. I've completely run out of mine. I ran out of it ages ago. I am desperately taking gold from here. And yet, at no point did I ever control the hill. At most, I was besieging him. And yeah, I wanted to bring you this because I think it just shows that, you know, even when the map objective seems obvious, there are ways to beat your opponent outside of that. So, thank you for watching. I've been SammyDiamonds. If you enjoyed this, would really appreciate it if you could just leave a comment, subscribe. I'll always reply to anyone who leaves any comments. Really love this community, love chatting to people in it. So if you want to have a chinwag about age or anything else, drop me a message and let's chat. Alright, thanks so much everyone. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. Bye bye.